Hello and welcome back to the Footballing Question, Season 4, Episode 2. This week I'm hosting Ashley and I'm joined by the usuals, Jordan and Isaac. We're going to kick things off straight away. Lads, who's your Premier League player of the season so far that isn't Erling Haaland? Isaac, kick us off.
Okay, now, I'd originally written someone, but just before the episode, I've had a little change of heart. So my original, this is going to sound so biased, my original player was Gabriel Jesus.
Okay.
5 goals, 3 assists, 8 games. You know, that's very solid for a player just joining a new club. I've changed my mind. It is still an Arsenal player. And, okay, hear me out. A lot of people may react badly to this.
Does this player have a character arc over the last...
This player has a redemption arc. It's Granit Xhaka. No,
is this coming after the North London derby?
He's got two, mate, this is the most amount of goals and assists he's had in any Arsenal season. He's rejuvenated his Arsenal career as, you know, a pressing 8. I mean, I've seen people question it. I mean, you've watched Arsenal games and gone, why is Xhaka playing up front? Mate, it's his new role. He's like a false 9 and he's actually insane.
It genuinely is. One of the main reasons why we dominated Spurs so much on the weekend is because we overloaded them with attackers going forward. Ben White and Xhaka getting forward. It was too much for them to handle, and that's not a bad shout. It's not a bad shout.
He's having a very good season, and
he's got a new haircut, which I like.
I was worried to be fair with a new trim, but you know.
I had 2 players in mind. One of them was an Arsenal player, and neither of them you mentioned. My Arsenal player that I thought about was Bukayo Saka. Because I think he's had a fairly decent start to the season.
I think there's better Arsenal players this season.
Not amazing, but he's not who I'm going with. How can you not go for Kevin De Bruyne? How can you not go for Kevin De Bruyne? Most assists so far this season. He's just balling out, isn't he?
That assist for Haaland on the weekend.
He's just... Come on. You can't not go for Kevin De Bruyne in this situation, I think. Especially with how he started the season. So, Kevin De Bruyne for me.
Yeah, fair enough. I've gone someone, you know, a little bit less mainstream, and it's Leandro Trossard.
I did consider that one. I did consider Trossard.
Yes, very, very good season. He scored 5 goals in his first 7 Premier League games so far. Brighton are 4th now. They've got 4 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. In the Liverpool game, obviously, he scores a hat-trick. I think it was his first competitive hat-trick in a Brighton shirt, and he was insane.
And they were all weak foot as well.
Was it all weak foot?
Yeah, because he's right foot, so yeah.
He was brilliant. I mean, he's shown up Trent, which, you know, is another reason why he might not be going in the England squad, but, you know, I think Leandro it probably go, but genuinely, he's got a better stats than Hazard. He's got more goals per match, he's got less minutes per goal, and he's also completed more forward passes. I'm going with Leandro Trossard.
Okay.
I don't think we need to debate who wins this one. I think they're all pretty solid.
Let us know what you think.
Yeah, let us know what you think. Apart from Erling Haaland, because he's obviously a freak of nature, who is your player of the season so far? We're going to move on. We've got to round up this weekend. It was quite a big weekend. I think it's fair to call it a derby weekend. There was 2 big ones, Man United and Man City. I think we should start with the Man United-Man City game. Jordan, as a Man United fan, what are your thoughts after Man City's 6-3 win?
So, I was at work, so I missed the first half and a fair amount of the second half. I got out of work, hand on my heart, I don't know if anyone's going to believe this, hand on my heart, I got out of work and my phone said, half-time, Manchester United 0, Man City 1. Or Man City were at home, so it said 1-0. So I was like, get in, we're actually doing alright, this could be alright. And I messaged our flat group chat, or our house group chat, and they were like, oh, I'm so sorry, it was 1-0 after 15 minutes. I was like, okay, checked it, 4-0 half time. So I can't really speak for the first half, but we must have been atrocious. Second half, I saw the majority of it, I would say. Yeah. What can I say? Like,
it was the highest ever scoring Manchester derby. You were just very much on the wrong end of it.
But here's the thing, like, obviously I didn't see the first half. The performance was bad in the second half anyway, but it's not very often you score 3 goals and still lose. I mean, in any game.
One thing I will say is maybe not your first goal, but definitely the last two, the Martial goals,
Yeah.
it very much felt like City had just taken their foot off the gas.
Yeah.
Like that Martial, the penalty, maybe not, but Martial's first goal just looks like City were just a bit coasting at that point.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, Haaland and Foden both getting a hat-trick. That was Phil Foden's first ever Premier League hat-trick in a Man City shirt.
Yeah.
And he's now scored 50 goals for Man City, competitive goals for Man City, and he's done that in less games than Lionel Messi did for Barcelona, which is unreal. Obviously, you know, Haaland hasn't just become also the first Premier League player to score 3 consecutive hat-tricks at home, which is, you really knew that. You were melting the
I was going to say something. Else. What I was going to say is that he's now got the same amount of Premier League hat-tricks as Ronaldo in 8 games.
Unreal. Jordan, I got one last question on that derby. Were you confident going into that game?
Okay.
No, I wouldn't say I was confident.
I talked to you about the game and you were like, "Do you know what? I think we can get a draw here. I think we can get a draw."
I
I'd say
thought we
that's
could
a
get
bit
a
of
draw.
confidence because I had to remind you. I was like, "Look, mate, as good as you think you're doing, it's Man City."
Until the day I thought we were playing at Old Trafford, I can't lie. So that makes a difference. But I did think we could get a draw. I wasn't going around going, "Oh, we're going to win." You know what I mean? But I thought a draw could have been a fair result if we put up a fight. We were on a good run of form, and although Man City have looked amazing, teams have shown that they can be slightly weaker. Obviously, Haaland is a freak of nature, so I did think we could get a draw out of it. I did, but even the TikTok that I put out, I said my prediction was 1-1. I didn't think it would be that bad.
People were loving it in the comments, weren't they? Slandering you after the full-time whistle. That was the second time Man United have gone 4-0 down in a game this season already.
And both of them in the first half.
Slight warning signs for Eric Ten Hag.
It'll be fine. But
well, I think we're going to move on to mine and Isaac's probably favourite game of the season. Arsenal beat Spurs 3-1 in the North London derby to make North London red again.
Yeah.
Isaac, what are your thoughts?
The thing is, obviously, home against Spurs, we are the favourites no matter what's happening. We have a great record at the Emirates against them. And I definitely went in thinking, here's the thing, I don't think Spurs play actually any good football this season. I've watched them every week and I actually wonder how they get points on the board. I'm not being biased, genuinely. Watch Tottenham for 90 minutes, you'll actually want to tear your eyes out. But no matter that, I thought, here's the thing, we play a lot like Man City now. We basically follow that kind of idea of football.
Yeah.
Now, what's Man City's kryptonite? Tottenham. So I went in thinking, God, now we play good football, we're going to lose every North London derby. But we just... one thing I did expect, so I expect us to dominate the ball and dominate the game, but maybe that doesn't guarantee a result in the same sense of the way Man City play against Tottenham. But Tottenham kind of played into our hands a little bit by giving us the ball because we utilised it so well. I mean, our first goal from Thomas Partey was 22 passes leading up to it.
And what a sensational goal as well.
And also Thomas Partey's been shooting from outside the box for about 3 years and eventually it had to go in. But as well, the penalty was just really stupid. It was so stupid because we cleared it and then just brought it back into him. And then
Gabriel, didn't need to go in like that.
Yeah.
We had other men around.
He just blocked the shot.
Yeah.
Just blocked the shot that's coming in. But
Absolutely.
Gabriel, to be fair, it meant Richarlison doesn't get a North London derby goal. Which, to be fair, I'd rather Kane score a penalty if I know the result's coming.
I'm starting to despise Richarlison.
You didn't hate him before.
He's becoming quite a Tottenham cold hero.
I've hated him since he dived against us for Watford, mate. So it's been about 4 years of pure hatred. But
Jordan, as an outsider coming into this derby, obviously you don't support either of the teams.
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal are top of the league after 8 games. We've won 7 of our first 8. We are on the biggest high we've been on probably for the last 10 years in the league anyway. Maybe not. Do you think Arsenal can win the league as an outsider fan?
No, I know what you're going to say.
It's hard right now.
Obviously.
It is hard because we are 9 games into the season, 8 games into the season.
8 games.
So it's hard to judge. If you keep up the run, yes, it is definitely possible. But I think Man City are so strong. You haven't played them yet, so that would be an interesting game. If you get a result against City, fair play. There's a chance. But I think it's too soon to say yes. You're going to win the league. It's possible, but it's not we can't guarantee anything. We can't even guarantee Man City winning the league at this point. Like,
if someone put a gun to your head right now and said, you've got to go and spend 50 quid on a bet that says Arsenal even win the league or not, what are you putting your money on?
I think Man City are too strong at the minute.
Is that a no?
So, at this exact moment, if I had a gun to my head, will Arsenal win the league? No is my answer. And I think that's fair.
I've got the gun to your head now.
No, I don't think Arsenal win the league. I want to believe, but at the end of the day, was I expecting us to win the league at the start of the season? No. I'm just happy where we are because I'm not 100% confident we'll win the league, but because of where we are, I'm now 100% confident that we're getting Champions League.
Yeah.
If we don't get Champions League
fine.
from this position, that is one of the biggest bottle jobs on the planet.
Big questions need to be asked.
One thing with our game against City, because it got delayed because of the Europa League postponement, we don't actually play them until the new year, which is a good advantage because we won't have to deal with that massive game for a while. We've got Liverpool next week. I'll be honest, I'm quite confident going into that game.
Fair.
Chelsea, I'm not terrified of Chelsea. City generally are the only Big Six club which I'm worried about. Even though we lost to United, I still think we're a better team than United. I think we bottled that game for ourselves, but
absolutely,
they're the only team which I think are better than us in almost every other facet.
It's too soon. If it gets to Christmas and you're still having this great run of form, you're still top of the league. After the World Cup, you've got no injuries. Then you could probably safely say they're going to fight for it. That's 100% certain.
Yeah.
So top 4 should be guaranteed. If you don't get top 4, questions definitely need to be asked.
I mean, I started the season. I think I predicted us to get third, and I remember me and my mates in my group chat back home putting our predictions for top 4. And one of our mates put Arsenal second, and I was just like, mate, that's a bit confident putting us above Liverpool. And now the season's gone on, and I've gone, actually, that probably could happen.
Yeah, obviously Liverpool aren't having the best season. I've got one more question about that.
If someone put a gun to your head, are you saying Arsenal?
I'm the host. I get to dodge those.
No, you can't.
No.
I'm saying no.
Yeah.
I'm saying no. If my life's on the line, I'm saying no because never put your life on Arsenal. Never put your hope on Arsenal. Anyway,
it's the hope.
It's the lesson I've learned. Anyway, one more thing with that North London derby. Do you think Emerson Royale should have been sent off?
Yeah.
I haven't seen the challenge.
My instinct, before the red card was given, they showed the replay just before the red card was pulled out. I remember seeing it and my instant reaction was red.
Should we describe the challenge to Jordan?
Yeah.
You were just about to. So it was Martinelli was on the ball down the right hand side. It was Martinelli?
Yeah, he was running back towards our own goal.
Yeah. And Emerson Royale goes in for the challenge. He's so late and it's so lazy. If his foot wasn't like this and stepped straight on his ankle, maybe he would have got away with it. But it was the fact that he was so careless about it and just
scrape his shin.
By the sounds of it, he should have been sent off.
No, but Tottenham fans complaining about it.
Oh yeah.
And do you know what I find bloody hilarious, right? It casts your mind back to April, May, when Rob Holding got a red card against Tottenham and Arteta complained about it. Then Conte went, "Stop complaining about a red card, mate. Stop complaining about it. It didn't ruin the game." Probably did. Conte, after the game, the red card changed the game for me. May I just tell you, the red card was at 2-1, and I saw the Premier League chart. You know the Premier League charts where it's like it shows the attack waves. Yes. The attack waves for the game. It is all Arsenal. It is Jesus Christ. Like, how did we not win 5-0? It's ridiculous. But so,
is it safe to say we should have swapped results?
What?
Is that what you're trying to say?
What?
We should have swapped results. You take the 6-3, we'll take the 3-1.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
No, they didn't do. They didn't do enough. They only had 3 shots on target. You think they did enough for 3 goals? No chance. But
there you go then.
I mean, Kane had 2 touches in the box. One of them was the penalty, mate. So.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't see the game. I was
we were all over him. To be fair, and I don't understand how Tottenham fans can complain. I think we genuinely were just all over him.
It's such a huge game, and yeah, Arsenal fans are on a massive high. As I said earlier, I think one more noticeable thing to take away from the weekend. Obviously, West Ham finally got a win. I think it was that they won against Wolves, which they haven't been doing too much of this season, and Wolves have now sacked their manager, Bruno Lage. This is their 4th defeat of the season, but they've only won 1 of the last 15 Premier League games. Would you have sacked him if you were Wolves, or the owners of Wolves?
I mean, they're in the bottom 3, aren't they? So it's worrying.
My prediction might come true. They might get relegated.
Yeah, you did that last season. To be fair,
I think I'm just surprised Brendan Rodgers hasn't gone yet. But
that's the thing.
That's another conversation.
It puts a lot of pressure on Leicester because Leicester are going to go. So people above us are sacking their managers. What the hell do we do? Like,
yeah. I don't think it's too soon. One win. What did you say? One
win in the last 15.
Is that not this season?
But he got them a fifth. He got them a 7th place finish last season. Only 5 points off the Champions League spots. All right, they're having a rough start, but you'd think they would have backed him a bit further, considering they spent 100 million this summer as well.
In that sort of situation, you kind of think they kind of know who they're going to get in, and they've been talking about it.
So, which Portuguese manager are they bringing in?
I think Pedro Mendes is the favourite right now.
I don't even know who he is, but I can tell from the name he's probably Portuguese.
He is Portuguese, the former Olympiacos manager, I believe.
As mentioned before, lads, Haaland has become the first ever Premier League player to score 3 consecutive hat-tricks in home games. Obviously, he's just scored the hat-trick at the weekend against Manchester United. I want to pose a question to you. Do you think Haaland is going to be the best ever Premier League striker, or is he already the Premier League's best ever striker?
I mean, he's a pure goal scorer.
Right. Let's take it from you guys' point of view, because realistically, the best striker to ever grace the Premier League is Thierry Henry.
Here's the thing. With my point of view, I think this is what I think. Do I think Henry's the best striker ever? No, I think he's the best player ever. Because he offers more than goals. Okay. I think Shearer is the purest striker we ever had.
Does Haaland not do that though?
I mean,
that's the thing. There you go. I think we need to wait to see how the season goes and see how his legacy goes. But he's definitely going that way. I mean, he's going to be in the conversation.
I mean, it depends how long he's in the Prem as well, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, for just comparison's sake, who will we say? Shearer, Henry. I would put Ronaldo in that conversation.
A striker?
I mean,
put Rooney in the conversation.
Rooney's definitely in the conversation.
Rooney's in the conversation.
So,
sure.
In terms of a overall, all-round amazing goal scorer, Haaland is definitely up there.
Absolutely.
It's just how long, the longevity in the Prem, avoiding injuries, because he's had a couple of injuries in the past couple of seasons as well.
To be fair, I've seen some Dortmund fans have a go at the British media, and they've said he's only ever had 2 injuries. Those are the only 2 injuries.
Long-term injuries.
No, but they were the only injuries he's ever had in his career, and they weren't the same injury. So it was just these are just one-offs.
I also think you can have this kind of confidence about Haaland, where because he's kind of dedicated so much to his career already, you can see that he looks after himself. You can see he puts a lot of attention into recovery, all things like that. So I just back him to be able to kind of wane off injuries. As long as no one too fits him from behind, I think it'd be okay.
He reminds me a lot of Ronaldo, a lot of Ronaldo in terms of his just pure he's the greatest we have at the minute for sure.
When Ronaldo was this age though, Ronaldo wasn't this fierce. He wasn't as hungry as
exactly.
Ronaldo is right now.
Ronaldo at that age was just doing little tricks on the wing, whereas Haaland is literally just
Real Madrid.
The thing with Haaland is that I've heard people talk about him. He doesn't do anything but score. He doesn't offer anything. But you know what? He's clinical and he does nothing but you look at it. I remember before he scored yesterday.
Which
it was
one?
his first. It said he's only had 4 touches, and I went, yeah, his next touch will probably be a goal. He basically doesn't touch the ball and just makes runs the whole game, and then just scores 3. It's just. That's why he's just such a pure goal scorer. He offers nothing but 2 goals a week, average.
Yeah.
He's just so good. I mean, what is it? 14 goals, 8 games. That's nearly 2 goals a game. That is ridiculous.
I think we heard if he continues the way he's going, he'll end up with 70 goals by the end of the season in the Premier League.
Here's the thing. Can I say, as stupid as that sounds, that's still not as good as Messi. Messi's peak.
No, but that was a year in different competitions.
Yeah, that was a year in all competitions.
Okay, actually, 70
just the Premier. I mean, think the Premier League record. What is it 32 goals?
35, 32
I thought it was 32. 32 goals in a single season.
Something like that. Let's not make us look too.
It's Salah.
It's Salah. Already, that's being broken this season.
I'm very confident. I will put £10 on it being broken this season.
100%.
Best believe he's 1 goal away, and he does his hamstring.
It's obviously we mentioned earlier that he's reached 3 hat-tricks way faster than Ronaldo did. Or Ronaldo's only ever scored 3 hat-tricks in the Premier League. It's taken him 8 games to score 3 hat-tricks. Do you want to know the second fastest player to reach 3 hat-tricks in the Premier League?
Okay.
It's Michael Owen. Do you want to know how many games that took him? 48.
Oh my God.
Ethan Haaland.
40 more games.
Yeah. Next in line is Van Nistelrooy on 59 games, Torres on 64, and Andy Cole on 65. Henry isn't even in the top 5 or 10.
Do you know what the thing is? I wouldn't put it past Haaland to get like another 5 this season, maybe 10. Like, how many? Wait, Henry? I don't think Henry scored that many. I mean, he scored a lot. He scored a few in the Champions League and stuff, but I don't know how many he would have scored in like.
By the end of his time in the Premier League, I think he would have scored a hat-trick against every team.
Haaland. That could be a record.
Haaland.
Oh Jesus!
So, like, it might sound crazy, but it sounds realistic. It's weird.
Saliba's got him in his back.
I'm literally just first cross for that one.
No, but I reckon he'll stay like 2-3 years in the Prem. I think by the end of that period, he will have scored a hat-trick against every team.
I mean,
where does he go after Man City?
The thing is, with his contract, I'm pretty sure a release clause is activated 3 years into his deal with City.
Oh, okay.
So that becomes active in 3 years, and I think Real Madrid are already planning to activate it in 3 years. That's like the news that broke in the sun.
It will be a Madrid, Barcelona.
You think Barcelona will have money in 3 years? You think Barcelona will be a club in 3 years?
You think Barcelona won't scam their way to signing Haaland?
To be fair, I don't know how Barcelona are actually buying players.
Exactly.
I remember the news of them like loaning stuff from banks came out, and then a week later they signed Rafinha, and I was just like, this is just not legal.
I think the favourite is Real Madrid.
Oh yeah, I think.
And
so.
I think it will happen. Imagine that though. Mbappe goes to Real Madrid. Haaland to Real Madrid.
Mbappe's not happening.
I think it will eventually.
No, Real Madrid hate Mbappe now because he kind of teased them and then decided to not go last minute.
If you get the opportunity to buy Mbappe, you take it. Same with Haaland. It's you
Haaland
just have
and Mbappe on the same team. I think someone's going to step in and go, this is not allowed. They'll find some kind of rule where you can't have a French and a Norwegian player on the same team or something.
I mean, to be fair, Messi and Ronaldo never play together. They are the new debate, so we just shouldn't allow them to play together.
Absolutely. I would have liked to see Ronaldo and Messi play together. I don't want to see Mbappe and Haaland.
Yeah, but like now, I'd like them to play together now, late on in their careers, when we've had the debate rage for ages.
But you know what? I think the debate will be stronger if they're in the same team. Trying to outscore.
Yeah, but it'll be a bit more calm. Do you know what I mean? It won't be as fierce. Like they played Real Madrid and Barcelona. That was this constant debate.
So basically, Man United should sign Mbappe.
Oh, BA. You literally just live off your rivalry. Because Man City have got a good player, you get to sign all the good ones as well. So you could.
Okay, here's the thing, right? I'm actually very happy with the way my club's going, and I think if we ever, maybe in like 5 years' time, if we're still going the way we are, maybe we could compete for, say, a Champions League. Now, let's say Mbappe and Haaland are at Real Madrid. I'm not giving us a single chance. Like,
depends who they've got in defence, mate. You know, when they've got
William Saliba, so
we've got an Inrari in his prime on the Arsenal wing. I think we'll be. Just
how old will Nwaneri be then? Like 20?
Is it Nwaneri? I can't even say his name.
Nwaneri. Oh, he's fit. Yeah, he would be 20.
How's this gone on to Arsenal?
I don't know. We probably need to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Anyway, in 2037, Inspector and Inrari in his prime. It's time for the debate of the week.
Yes.
What is the best ever derby day goal? Obviously, we had 2 massive derbies this weekend. Would anyone like to go first, or would you like me to take the?
You can start.
All right. So I think the go-to answer here, and I might be stealing your one.
Oh God.
Is Wayne Rooney against City?
Yeah, that's mine.
Because
that's mine.
Yeah, I think it's an obvious one. It's the best Man United Man City one.
Yes.
Right, and then you've got to look at the other derbies. However, I've got one that might be able to contend with it.
Okay.
Have you seen Phil Jagielka's goal against Liverpool?
Oh yeah,
a big goal. He is very, very far out. The centre back. He's not even in his prime. He's still quite old, but he's, I don't know, maybe 30, 40 yards out.
And he just knuckleballs it on the half volley and it goes top corner. And the thing is, they got dominated that game as well. And it was a 90th minute equaliser.
Just an absolutely insane goal. I promise you, when we're big enough to own the rights to the videos, we'll play that and we'll edit it over on the screen. But right now we can't, so we'll just describe it.
Yeah.
But I think that can contend with Rooney's.
Yes.
Also, he's a centre back, which kind of gives it a little extra sauce to it.
Was yours Rooney then?
It was. I do have another one. Rooney's the one I'm going with because I just think the moment, the time of the Manchester derby, that sort of area, like sort of 2010, 2011, was like when it was really picking up. We were both battling for the title, and what a way to get a goal in the Manchester derby. Right, I'm just going to say it before you guys say it. It does come off his shin, right?
Yeah.
But you know what? I think it makes it look all the more better.
Yeah, I think with that goal, if you zoom in and you see it come off his shin, it's slightly frustrating. But when you look at it just from the normal angle, it just looks phenomenal.
May I just say as well, the celebration is pretty good.
Yeah, just the way it is, it's just amazing. My other one was Danny Rose against Arsenal.
I think that's an overrated goal. I think
I'm not gonna lie, I think most keepers should save
exactly.
it.
If they're in the right position and they're there, it's just going to be...
I think the issue is that is a late stage layman, which shouldn't be conceding that.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah,
I thought it was Almunia.
No, Layman came back to Arsenal. He came back to Arsenal. I'm pretty sure that was Layman. Because Layman came back to Arsenal.
Well, that's what checking
in 2009.
Ricky Rose catches a punch from Almunia, flush on the volley.
Was it Almunia?
Yes, it was.
Do you know what? That makes the goal even worse. Because Almunia is an awful goalkeeper.
I mean, I'm going for Rooney's overhead kick, but I just wanted to put that in there because I think it's an amazing goal.
Okay, I listed down a few.
I'll
be honest. Only one of them. I've listed down 4. Only one of them isn't a North London derby goal, and that is Fletcher in the 6-1. Like the only United goal in the 6-1, because it was outside the box, top corner. Okay. Sure, they also conceded 6, but it was actually probably the best goal on the day, ironically. And then I had 3 North London derby goals. Only one of them was Arsenal. I had the Henry solo goal in the 02-03 season, which is just a perfect goal, dragging the ball from the edge of the box and then just running through the entire Tottenham midfield, putting it into the corner. And then running the length of the pitch again to celebrate in front of the Tottenham fans.
I do like that goal. I just have to see this.
I felt like I had to mention these 2 Tottenham goals. So David Bentley.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. David Bentley against Arsenal.
Again, should have been saved, but go on.
Well, it's Almunia, so of course it should have been saved. And the other one, probably the best Arsenal keeper of all time, considered this, Gascoigne in the FA Cup semi-final. Free kick from like 40 yards out, top corner. Beating probably one of the best keepers England's ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Takes a lot of doing, but Gascoigne's probably one of the best players
you're not a fan of a free kick, though.
Oh yeah, you don't rate set pieces, do you?
No.
So what are you actually going for?
I will go for... I really want to go Henry.
Go Henry then.
To be fair, Henry scored it past the best keeper out of the 3 other than Seaman, and you don't rate set pieces. So I'll just go... I'll go Henry.
Henry.
And with the debate, we need to quickly make a decision. I think Phil Jagielka's goal is better than Henry's. I think.
This is hard.
I think here's the thing. Henry could have done Jagielka's. Jagielka couldn't have done Henry's.
Alright, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, could Jagielka run the length of the pitch? Dribble past 5
He did run the length of the pitch.
Yeah. He picked up from the edge of the box, dribbled through like 10 midfielders. Oh, doesn't make sense. Dribbled past like 8 players, and then just side foot, and then bob corner.
This is the hardest one of the season so far because all of these goals are amazing. I think for the time period and the moment as well as the goal, mine is amazing.
For the occasion, I think yours wins, even though Henry's was,
Mate, we built a statue out of it. Also, every time a striker scores in North London derby, they recreate the celebration.
Yeah, but now it's getting boring.
I don't care. When Jesus did that the weekend, I wanted to cry.
Might be boring if you're 6th or 7th in the table, mate, but for us, it was pretty special.
No, obviously I'm joking, but I just think for the occasion and the moment, my goal is, and just the class of the goal as well, the cross in as well. No one talks about the cross in because the cross in is Nani.
Nani, yeah.
It is unbelievable. But I just think, for me personally, mine is the winner. But I understand why both of yours...
Oh my God, no. I've just thought of a better North London derby goal.
However, you've gone with that and we are running out of time.
I just thought of a better one.
We are...
Thomas Rositzky.
Okay, or is it better?
First minute, hits it first time, top bin.
I understand it's a big goal. I'm going to back down with Jagielka because when you put Jagielka's goal and Rooney's goal side by side, you're like, okay, right, that is a historic goal.
Yeah, also, I think arguably our 2 goals are the most historic out of the 3, right? I know it's outside the time period, but I think my goal for the modern day is the best, like one of the best, most historic goals, most memorable goals. I would argue Rooney's overhead kick is more memorable than Thierry Henry running the length of the pitch.
I disagree with
Me personally, I mean, maybe that's a bit biased because I'm a Man United fan, but I think in terms of a more iconic goal, I think Rooney's is more iconic.
The question is the best goal, though. However, I do think that the harder goal to score, even though he's on the length of the pitch, I think the harder goal to score is Rooney's. I just think it is.
I'd say that.
I'm going to go with Rooney.
I think I can dribble the length of the pitch. Sure, maybe I can't get past strong players, but could I run one length of the pitch to the other? Yes.
I've
tried biceps, I'll be honest. I'm surprised I haven't broken my back trying
the timing of it and everything.
It puts you back in the lead.
And you know what? I think he's quite stretched when he goes for it as well.
Yeah, like his foot's proper. Like his leg is extended properly.
It's not like he's not. Obviously, he's trying to get the ball, but it's not like he's like half-assed it. You know, he's proper. He's outstretched. It's just a great goal.
Well, there it is. Our best ever Derby Day goal from the Footballing Question. Jordan, I don't know if that's your second. It is your second win of the debate.
I'm just good at the debates.
Got the Celtic fact bang on. If you want to check out what I actually mean by that, check out the last episode. But our best ever Derby Day goal is Rooney's overhead kick versus Man City. It's time for the end of the episode, and we always like to end Footballing Question podcast episode with a quiz. This week's quiz, the theme of the quiz, if you haven't guessed already, is Derby Days. It's all about derby matches and rivalry games. I'm going to start with the first question, nice and easy one to get going. Oh, what's your buzzers?
Bang.
Can I say I'm not in the condition to say bang. I keep
thinking your arse.
No, it's the chair. Ding. I'll go ding.
Isaac's ding. Jordan's bang. Let's go. Question 1. What is the most watched football derby ever?
Bang.
Go on.
The Manchester derby?
Nope. It's El Clasico.
No, the thing is, wait, also you didn't let me answer.
Oh yeah.
No, it's the first answer.
Can I say El Clasico's not a derby? Oh, my chair.
It's not a local derby.
El Clasico. I wouldn't call El Clasico. Can I say my chair is completely?
No, it is definitely a derby.
My look at my chair. My chair is just sinking.
Sit chair.
You're gonna have to stand up, mate.
Alright, El Clasico is a derby.
I wouldn't call it a derby.
It is a derby.
To me, a derby
is local
derby. Teams.
It's not a local derby.
It is a derby. I did not say it's a local Derby Day quiz. I said it's a Derby Day quiz.
Yeah, it is a derby.
Is Arsenal Manchester United a derby?
No.
It's a rivalry, which is what I'd call Barca Real Madrid.
Is Brighton Crystal Palace a derby?
Yes. They call it a derby. I think they're idiots.
Well, let's move on.
No one got it anyway. No one got it.
Still 0-0 after question 1. Question
I might have answered El Clasico because I thought, Joel, he's the exact kind of person to say El Clasico is a derby.
Alright, fair enough. I was wrong in that. one.
Yeah, give me half a point.
Question 2. Who's won the most games against each other in their history? Manchester United or Liverpool?
Bang. Man United
Is correct. Jordan takes the lead.
No, I
think that's quite an obvious one.
I'm not going to lie, we don't have enough time to
Man United
contest the
Liverpool's not a
questions.
derby.
We don't have enough time to contest the
Someone doesn't know what derby is.
Right, okay, yeah.
Apparently Arsenal, Joe, what? Screw it. Arsenal Brighton, what a derby that is. Jesus Christ.
Sit back down on your very miniature stool.
I'm not sitting back down.
Question 3. It's 1-0 to Jordan.
Yeah, Joe, it could be 1-1 if you let me answer.
Well, you got it correct. I'm going to let you answer after that one. There's literally nothing wrong with my questions.
Keep going. Just keep going.
Question 3. The North London Derby is a huge match, as we know.
Yeah.
It took place this weekend. When was the first ever North London Derby? I'll accept an answer within 5 years of the year.
The thing is, I think you have a little bit of a bonus because you know when Arsenal were founded.
It's a tough question.
Can I get the date that Arsenal were founded?
1886.
Okay.
We were founded in 1886.
Okay.
But we weren't in the same division as Tottenham.
Gonna have to push you boys for
1902.
Ooh,
I'll go 1905.
05. Jordan gets the point. It was 1909.
Can I say he's not answering 1905 if I don't say 1902.
Okay. Maybe not.
Can I say? Here's the thing.
This is just excuses.
No. This isn't an excuse. This is just an extra fact. I was just saying, technically, the first North London Derby would have been whenever we played after 1913, because we were a South London club in 1909. But it is the first time we played them. Yeah. But I wanted to add that little spice to it.
Yeah.
Do I still get the point then?
That.
Yeah, I was just adding a little spice.
It's 2-0 to Jordan after question 3.
I was just adding spice to the question.
It was 1909. The first Arsenal
I should have let him answer first.
You should have. Question 4. The Riviera Derby is a well-known derby match between which two German sides? big match in the Bundesliga.
Riviera derby. I know. Oh!
So your buzzer.
Ding. Schalke versus Dortmund.
Is correct. Isaac gets his first point of the quiz. It's 2-1 to Jordan after 4.
It was the only derby I can think of, the only big game I can think of other than Dortmund Bayern.
Yeah,
and that is the Klassiker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question 5. For England fans, there's no greater rivalry in international football than the one between them and Germany. But what was the score when they first met in 1930? I'm giving you an extra point away if you can name the city the match was played in as well.
Jesus.
Well, 1930. This is pre World War II, for Christ's sake.
Ding. I'm going to go 0-0.
It's incorrect. I'm getting confused as a host.
And you get an extra point if you say the city it was played in. I mean, realistically, I'm not going to go random and say Dortmund.
Was it played in London?
Or London or Berlin? You're going to go.
Was it played in London?
I can't. I'm going to just.
I think we were probably better than Germany at football in 1930. I think they had more priorities at the time.
I'm going to have to push you for time.
I'm going to go 2-1 England, and it was played in Berlin.
Berlin is correct. I'll give you the point for that. But the score was 3-3.
So it's
3-3. 3-3.
After 5.
Same score last week.
After 5 questions, the score is 2-2. Isaac.
Say all these excuses at the start, and it's just not.
Got Berlin right.
Question 6. Name a manager that's managed both sides in an English derby, and you're going to get a point for every correct answer you give me.
Ding, Ref Benitez.
Is 1. Yeah. It's 3-2 to Isaac.
Ding, George Graham.
Is 2. It's 4-2 to Isaac.
Ding, Jose Mourinho. Chelsea Spurs.
It's not on my list.
Oh, you're not counting that as a derby? They play that both in London, mate. So Brighton Palace. Yes, proper derby that is.
Wait, hold on. In hindsight, Antonio Conte then.
Oh, I've served that. You're going to play, haven't I?
I'm not going to give the Chelsea Spurs.
Ding. Bang. I mean, Harry Redknapp.
Is correct. It's 4-3.
Oh, West Ham.
Yeah.
It's not on my list. Just.
How many is there?
7, I think.
And how many have we named?
3.
3.
You're
not giving me Jose Mourinho?
For Chelsea Spurs?
Yeah.
If he gets it, I get Antonio Conte.
You can't not give me. That is a derby.
All right,
okay.
Chelsea Spurs.
Fine, it's 5-4 then instead of 4-3.
Yeah, but you got to count that.
All right.
I'm wondering has anyone like.
I count down from 5 now. And that is the end of that round.
What else was left?
Steve Bruce.
Yeah.
Oh,
Steve Coppell. Crystal Palace and Brighton. Brian Clough. Derby County and Nottingham Forest.
Oh yeah,
Alex.
I've done it, but that's not a derby.
Alex McLeish, Birmingham Aston Villa.
It's a rivalry.
This is great.
Hey.
Learn some bloody geography. Like
this is great.
Derby is the same as rivalry in this quiz. I can't wait for you to host and I make you look like an absolute muppet.
You're not making me look a muppet.
You're still winning. You're still winning.
I'll run my quiz like a tight shoe.
You're still winning.
Next question, go.
7. Who scored the most goals in the Merseyside derby? In history.
Ding. Oh yeah, that is my right buzzer. Ian Rush.
Correct.
Yeah.
6-4 to Isaac after 7 questions. We've got 3 questions left.
Great. I don't care about losing anymore.
Question 8.
Amazing.
Gotta be fast this one, boys. What is the nickname given to the rivalry between Brighton and Crystal Palace?
The M23 derby.
Bang, the M23 derby. You didn't say ding. I'm joking.
If I say it first, that's just taking my answer.
I was joking.
Okay, alright. I'll give it to Isaac. I think next week we need to establish some proper rules. Okay. The score is 7-4.
Can we just take into consideration I'm not in the complete 100% condition.
You're still 7-4.
You're winning.
I know.
And you're
but if I forget to say ding, there's probably a reason for it right now.
You're making excuses and you're still winning.
Name a player that has played for both Barcelona and Real Madrid because they have a rivalry.
Ding, Figo.
Correct.
Also, that was my buzzer. You
said
ding.
I keep saying ding all the time.
Only one player's going for this. Only one player. We're not having a point for every player. Figo gets the score. It's 8-4 to Isaac.
I mean, it's over, but I'm just loving life. This is
question
great.
10, we've got our favourite type of question. It's who am I? And it's to do with rivalries or derbies or whatever. Who am I? 3 points for the first hint, 2 points for the second hint, and 1 point for the last hint. Hint 1. I was born in 1988 in Warsaw, Poland.
Okay, so 1988, you'd be...
Bang.
Shoot for time, boys.
Lewandowski.
It's correct.
I'm not gonna lie, that would have been my first guess, but in my head I was just calculating how old they'd be.
Yeah.
And literally, as soon as she said bang, I went, he's 33, Polish, probably
It's
Lewandowski.
Robert Lewandowski. The hint 2 was I once scored 5 goals in one game.
Do I get 5 points for that? So I automatically
No, you don't. You get 3. The bonus was who's won more games against each other? England or Germany? Anyone got a...
Germany.
Yep, Germany's correct. Only by 1 though. So not bad for
Yeah,
England.
but how many of the ones we've won are meaningless qualifiers or friendlies?
Exactly.
There you go.
That is the end of our quiz. Isaac comes out as the winner.
I think the real winners are the viewers for watching this absolutely amazing quiz.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the quiz. It's been brilliant, and thank you very much for watching this week's episode of The Footballing Question.
A bit. Remember to follow us on all of our socials. We are The Footballing Question on YouTube and Spotify, as well as TFQ_podcast on Twitter.
On Facebook, we are The Footballing Question, and on TikTok, we are TFQ Podcast.
And Instagram, TFQ Podcast.